The construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway began in 1895 at the Kilindini Harbour in Mombasa. The line was completed in 1901 and started operations in 1903 when it arrived in Kisumu, which was then known as Port Florence. Years later, the line was expanded and railway transport and port operations in Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania were administered by a single body known as the East African Railways and Harbours through a joint agreement between the three countries in 1948. However, in 1977, following the breakup of the East African Community, each of the three East African countries took up running its own railway system. Subsequently, Kenya Railways was established by an Act of Parliament in 1978 and continued to provide a coordinated and integrated system of rail services in Kenya. In 2006, railway operations in Kenya and Uganda were conceded to Rift Valley Railways through joint agreements between the two countries and the new railway operator. The agricultural sector is one of the major drivers of Kenya's economy. Rail transports up to 8% of Kenya's imports that arrive to the port of Mombasa to different parts of the country, including landlocked countries such as Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and the Great East African region. Goods transported by rail through the Mombasa port include cereal, petrol, vegetable oil, farm machinery, steel rolls, fertilizer, newsprint paper, vehicle and vehicle spare parts, soda ash, among others. Rail transport contributes to the growth of the Kenyan economy through various sectors. In agriculture, 30,000 tons of grain is transported every month by rail to Nairobi, Nakuru, Eldoret and Kampala. 10,000 tons of wheat is transported from Mombasa to Nairobi monthly. 30,000 tons of fertilizer is transported every month by rail to Nairobi, Nakuru, Eldoret and Kampala. In the manufacturing sector, 150,000 tons of vegetable oils are transported to Nairobi and Kampala by rail every year. This is used in the manufacturing of edible oils. Towards the energy sector, rail contributes by transporting 80,000 tons of petroleum to Nairobi and Kampala annually. In addition, rail transport contributes to the construction industry by transporting 120,000 tons of cement per year to Nairobi. Heavy farm machineries, minerals, vehicle accessories alongside other goods also form a major bulk of goods transported by rail. Rail transport has the potential to reduce the cost of production by 30%. It is estimated by the year 2030, goods transported by rail are projected to be more than 30 million tons a year. Kenya Railways has put in place a railway master plan for Kenya with proposed connections to the region. This will help with the anticipated demand and the plan is at various stages of implementation. Products transported by rail to the port of Mombasa for export include coffee and tree logs from Uganda, tea and other finished products for export. Railway transport has several advantages over other modes of transport. Railway transport is safe, reliable, consistent, efficient, causes minimal pollution to the environment, and it's cheaper since the train has many bogies and the cost is charged per load as opposed to per journey. In line with the government's plan for an integrated transport system for Nairobi metropolis, Kenya Railways has designed a modern commuter rail transport system for Nairobi and indeed the cities of Kisumu and Mombasa. The corporation is currently implementing the Nairobi Commuter Rail project, which encompasses the rehabilitation of 160 kilometers of existing public rail infrastructure in and around Nairobi. The rehabilitation and construction of state-of-the-art stations, construction of a new 6.5-kilometer track to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, development of a new depot at Makadara, and provision of modern locomotives and coaches. The Syokimau railway station is the first station to be completed under the Nairobi Commuter Rail project. The station will have a parking for 2,500 cars, an automated e-ticketing system, a scheduled train service, a food court, and general shopping outlets. By developing a modern transport infrastructure that promises connectivity to Kenya and the region, Kenya Railways is playing its part in the achievement of the country's Vision 2030 aspirations. Kenya Railways, we are right on track.